Hello everyone and welcome back to Firewatch. If you missed last week's episode, you should probably go back and see it because quite a lot happened, and we are now 2 months. 2 months have passed since whatever you would have seen last. So yeah, I'd go back and watch that one. But anyway, the short version is we found some unnerving notes of conversations that we have had with Delilah, as if someone is listening in. And then somebody hit us in the head, and we wanted to check out the fenced area at Wapiti Meadow to see if it was related. But we can't get in; it's locked. So this time we're gonna head way down south end of the park, where there were some firefighters doing a controlled burn, and we will see if one of them can help us out. But it is quite a walk, I think. Yeah, what we might do is go down Thunder Canyon, go through the cave, back up to the tower, and then go south from there. That might be the fastest way to go.
Hey, I called around. Things seem normal with everyone else.
Has anything strange been happening on your end?
No, nothing really.
Nothing really, or nothing?
Nothing. My door was open the other night, but that's not strange.
That doesn't sound like nothing.
It's nothing, I promise.
Alright, I'm headed toward the camp anyway.
Okay. Keep your radio close to you.
Hey, what you just said, keep my radio close to me.
Yeah?
Before I got attacked back at the lake, I saw a radio on the ground, kind of like the one I use.
And?
Do you think that maybe someone was,
I don't know. What?
maybe intercepting our frequency with other radios or something?
Henry...
It's just a thought.
I don't even know how you would do that.
Yeah, well, you sound worried.
No, I'm not. Okay, let's not spin out of control. Just keep hiking.
Whatever you say, boss.
I sure hope I don't get killed in this cave. Nope, we made it out. We're good. Yeah, I don't know. They're like, what if someone was listening to our radios with another radio? And I'm like, what, isn't that kind of obvious?
I don't know what's going on yet, but I don't have a good feeling. I don't like feeling vulnerable. It's not like you can just call the police. I was thinking about the Goodwins. It just struck me that if anything weird like this happened to them, happened to Brian, just how scared he would have been.
He had his dad to protect him. Ned, right?
Yeah.
You don't think he could?
No, you're probably right.
It was 3 years ago. He's in high school now. He's on summer break.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like if this person or these people weren't listening in on the radios, were they just like standing outside the tower listening? I don't think so. I still just really like walking around in this game. Everything's so pretty, and the wind sound is just perfect. Probably if we were really out there, I mean, Delilah said it was like really hot, and I would be sweating a lot and wouldn't be enjoying it as much, probably. But you can imagine, you know. All right, back at our trusty outhouse. The door's open. Do I really just leave the door open like that? Or has someone been pooping?
Whoa, the June fire isn't going anywhere, huh?
That's not how fires work,
No,
Henry.
that's why those guys came out to burn that line. It's at the stage where all we can do is pay attention to it.
They're not gonna try to put it out?
Not yet, apparently.
That's very interesting. I don't know anything about fire containment, but it's interesting to me that you have a pretty decent-sized fire, and, you know, it's probably spreading slowly but surely. And I guess Delilah said they did some suppression, probably spraying down the perimeter or something. I don't know. Or like pre-cutting things down, right, so that there's nothing for the fire to spread to. But yeah, it's kind of interesting, the procedure they use to contain that, and then, you know, I wonder if they just let it die down or come back and put it out or something. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this, I think, is where we first entered the area. This says it's Thoroughfare Trail. So I think this is how we got here from the car, right? And then went this way to go up to the tower for the first time. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. But we'll go down this way. Now, I think if we went back to the medicine wheel, there's a rope point we could rappel down. And this is nearby. But I think we can just walk down this way. Where does that path go? Sorry, I keep checking this map. Oh, that goes to the medicine wheel. That way. And this just slopes down. And it looks like there's 2 caches down here. Ooh, this version of that song. I'm very familiar with this song because I've listened to it a billion times, but this is like kind of a little bit more of a darker take on it, I think. Yeah, it's got like some different notes in there to make it seem more sinister and mysterious. I love it. Here's a cache. Look a damn. Yeah. Fire's still burning day and night. Let's see here. So here's a cache. What do we got? Copy of the map. Lending library. That's a cool idea, but kind of a weird place to put like a free library in a park where probably no one is ever here. And also it's locked. So you couldn't take or put a book in anyway. Anyway. Ron. Really wish the powers that be could issue us radios that didn't suck ass. Most of the time I'd prefer to keep things pen to paper, but every once in a while it'd be nice to get a hold of you right away. My sister keeps leaving me messages at the main office, but I don't think she gets that I took the job so I wouldn't have to deal with her or Mom. I've been sitting at the spot for a while now, thinking about what to say to her, but I'm a quarter way through this bottle of Fifes instead. Miss you, Dave. Old toilet paper. I can't keep this? I can't take it back? What if I need it? I'll just leave it, I guess. Trusty pine cone. It's all good. Alright, and then I think... Where are we? Keep going south, and then if we take a right, there's another cache over there. This is south, right? Yeah. Okay, so this was the controlled burn. So did they burn all this stuff so that when the fire like gets this far, it'll stop? Is that how it works?
I found where they did the controlled burn. I can hike right through here now.
Yeah, normally they wouldn't do that so close to a body of water, but I think they're extra worried about a fire jumping the river and burning up to 2 forks, now that there's someone in it.
Well, I'm extra appreciative of that.
Let's see. The scout camp is southeast of the river. There should be a pond on the way.
Got it.
Okay, so east is that way. But there should be a cache over this way. Yeah, I don't know. Controlled burns, I don't know much about them, but it seems kind of cool. I should really learn more about them, I think.
What happens if a controlled burn gets out of control?
Someone gets fired.
Huh.
Ugh, are you serious?
Fired.
Oh, come on. That one was an honest accident.
Dang it,
I'm
Delilah.
not even in the mood for wordplay. That's how wound up all this shit has me.
Big tree. Is this the tree from The Witness? Could be. Could be. We've got a lot of pictures left. I should start taking more, you know. Oh, look, a ski. Map updated with what? Oh, I see. I put in the controlled burn. Right, so they burned that area because the June fire is south of us, roughly. And so if it comes up this way, hopefully it won't cross the river and kill us in our sleep. That's the goal. We also marked a big tree. There's a ski here. I've seen a couple people who've played this game or seen it been like, why is there a ski out here in the middle of this meadow? Like, that doesn't make sense. It's like, guys, you know, in the winter it probably snows and probably someone was skiing out here and they left one, and now it's the summer. That's how the seasons work. It's not that mysterious. So yeah, there should be a cache out here. I don't know if there's anything else out here. I hear some rustling that's unnerving. Hopefully it's not a bear. All right. Just one stray match. Protect the forest. Map updated. Anything for me? 3 blind rats. Another Richard Sturgeon classic. No letters, though. What do we mark on the map? Nothing, as far as I can see. Alright, anyway, let's go back to the camp. Okay, we are headed back in the right direction. I did a big sweep of that whole area because it's a pretty large area over there around that cache, but I didn't see anything else. So I don't know if there's anything else to find. But I did not. That's the point. So let's see if there's any firefighters around, huh? Oh yeah, look. I think this is a jet ski. And that plays in with the ski we found, right? Snowmobile. Sorry, not jet ski. That's for water. I always call these things jet skis. That's wrong.
There's some old snowmobiles out here.
That's crazy.
Looks like one of the poor bastards was cruising across this pond and dumped it.
That was not a fun hike back to civilization.
Yeah. Don't go on the ice in the winter, guys. It's not safe.
There's an old pond out here, not much more than a pile of mud. Do you have it on your map?
Yeah, I know where you are.
Yeah, where am I?
Pork Pond. There used to be a sign up for it, but, well, folks kept stealing it.
Pork Pond?
Because it's called Pork Pond.
It's a good goddamn name. That sign would look great in a den, or, you know, anywhere.
This must have been the sign.
So, is the scout camp anywhere near Pork Pond?
Yeah, it is. Just keep heading east. You'll cross a small ravine, and you shouldn't be able to miss it.
I like how this is basically a large puddle, and it was memorable enough that they named it Pork Pond and built a sign for it. I don't feel like you usually do that for something so small. Maybe it used to be bigger. Who knows? Here we go. Camp Arapaho. Did they say this was like a scout camp? That's what it looks like. Yeah, scout camp. Right, so the firefighters were down here doing the controlled burn, but this is a scout camp, so if you were like Boy Scouts or something, you might come out here to Camp Arapaho.
Camp Arapaho.
You're there?
Yeah, I am.
It's been out there since the 50s.
I was never really into the idea of the Scouts. It's something about men organizing boys around their ideals. Never sat right with me.
I get that.
Beware weebelows in large numbers.
Beware of anyone in large numbers.
Also true.
The bridge to the camp is out.
Damn.
I'm gonna walk the ravine and see if I can find some high ground to get across.
Good plan.
I was a Cub Scout. That was fun. You know, just did like Pinewood Derby car races, right? And learning about stuff outside. Really, that kind of stuff would have been, I think, more helpful when I was older. I think when you're that young, like, you're there because your friends are in it and, you know, you're given activities and you do them, but, like, I feel like a lot of the lessons bounced off. And they would maybe mean more when I got a bit older. That's just me, though. And you might say, oh, well, why don't you do the Boy Scouts when you are older? I'm like, no. Because when they were like, hey, you can join the Boy Scouts now, you want to go, like, hike all the time and camp just on the ground, and I'm like, no, I don't really want to do that. Thank you. But I did like when I had, like, a scout book full of tasks. And it's like, oh, you could complete these tasks and get patches. Like, I would enjoy that now, I think, if there was something where you could earn badges for, you know, learning about community service and taking care of the environment, that sort of stuff. I'd definitely do that. But when you're young, you can't be bothered. You got too much going on.
You ever talked to any of the Scouts?
No, they haven't been out here in a while, and I generally don't have a lot to say to preteens.
Unless it's Brian Goodwin.
Well, if forced, I mean, I can make conversation with anyone. Plus, it was sort of fun to hear about all of his nerdy hobbies.
Nerdy hobbies are the best.
What type of nerdy hobbies are we talking about with him? Like a marching band?
Oh, no. Like comics, model rockets, wizards and wyverns, you know.
Ugh.
Hey, thanks to Brian, I can almost recall by memory the armor classes of most dragons.
The what? No, you can't.
Hey, planar dragon's armor class. Let's see.
Okay, no, I believe you. We're good.
Why would you remember that? I don't even remember stuff like that.
I guess these little shelters are where they keep the weebelows.
For the past 35 years, yeah.
They don't look very sheltered. Not gonna keep the rain out, you know?
There are bear traps out here in the scout shelters.
Scouts are stalwart prey.
That's messed up.
Another report for that Mitch Michaels. Who knows how long that's been out here, though. Well, that's the camp. No scouts, though. Ah! I rubbed my face into a bush.
Yeah, these guys are gone. I found where they were sitting around before getting picked up.
Damn.
Flagpole. Ooh. Now you're talking.
I found an axe.
If one of the crew left it, that thing is actually called a Pulaski.
If you say
Looks
so.
like an axe to me. This thing will be a huge help.
For both getting through the backcountry and getting through that fence.
That's right. Oh, look, this looks like a meeting spot, you know. Everybody sits on these logs, and maybe they put on, like, a skit or something. or sing songs. I don't know. What do we got here?
Hey, D, they left something behind. It's like a memo from their boss. Next few days, dropping into the thoroughfare on behalf of Dr. Simmons at Wapiti Station.
Wapiti Station?
Holy crap.
Keep reading.
Oh, I just thought I would maybe, stop there, let the mystery percolate.
My mother always said I would meet someone who'd give me a taste of my own medicine.
They're running a research site out there. He was worried about wildfires.
Someone is writing down our conversations. And now we find out there's a research site out here that we don't know about? What are they researching?
Us. They're researching us.
You think they're studying you and me?
I do, yeah. I mean, maybe it's about studying two strangers who talk every day.
Like, if you put someone in isolation with someone else, what they do.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Well, fuck that.
Agreed.
I think we should allow for the possibility that this is all just a big misunderstanding, but... God, if you saw what you said you did, Fuck, Henry.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. So what's next?
Well, I've got an axe, so I can figure out a way to get over the ravine and back towards the site.
Sounds good. Check in when you can, and keep an eye out for anyone following you.
Yeah. All right. Before we continue here, let's actually read this letter because they skimmed over it. Squad Boss Grant Carson, Wyoming Interagency Hotshot Crew. Oh, I wish I was on a hotshot crew. La 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 la. Reed, Dr. Simmons at Wapiti Station, Thoroughfare Region. Squad Boss Carson. Oh man, people have to call him Squad Boss. Can you guys start calling me Squad Boss? I would enjoy that. In the next few days, you and your team will be dropping into the Thoroughfare Region of Shoshone National Forest to cut a fire line south of Ruby River. We saw that. I'm writing you on behalf of Dr. Ben Simmons at Wapiti Station. He reached out to the superintendent with wildfire concerns about his research site. Upon your return, someone from his office will want to speak with you as part of a wildfire risk assessment of the region. I told them they have nothing to worry about and that your team's fire lines are the most potent preventative measure in protecting their site, even though they'll be more than a mile away. But I think they've got insurance companies to answer to. From Rich Slusarenko. Okay. So yeah, the firefighters knew about the research site that is presumably behind that fence. And we don't know the purpose of that site, but it sure is suspicious, isn't it? When we find records and notes about our goings-on. And now, look, we can do this. That's fun. Get it, Henry. Oh, yeah. Now, why were those trees already half chopped down? I'm going to say beavers. We've seen some beaver dam-like things. Definitely possible. Anyway, it's probably about time that we call it a day. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed that little excursion in learning about controlled burns and stuff like that. So yeah, we got back across. Oh yeah, so we can follow this to Pork Pond, and then we're going to head back up to the station next time and try to break in and see what's up. So hopefully I'll see you then. Thanks again. Have a good rest of your week. Bye.